again, gents, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rod, and today we're going to be talking about Zone 2 cardio. Over the last 2 or 3 years, I've heard a lot about Zone 2 cardio, and I decided to implement that into my training. And of course, Zone 2 cardio has been around for a really long time. Really? But like I said, more recently, I've started to apply it to my own training, and I've really enjoyed the benefits that I've been getting. And honestly, unless you're a top athlete, most people don't train this way generally, because in all reality, it's a little bit boring, but it's very beneficial. We're gonna go over those benefits first, and then we're gonna talk about how do you do Zone 2 training. So, what are the benefits? Honestly, probably the best one is that it improves your cardiovascular health, so your heart health. And that's really what most people are after, right? When they exercise, they want to have a healthier heart so they can live longer. So the way that Zone 2 makes your heart healthier is that it literally makes it stronger, because you're training at kind of like a long period of time, but without that much intensity. So it's just constant work, which is constant strain on the heart, which makes it grow stronger without straining it too much, as I said. One other benefit that kind of goes along with heart health is that as your heart becomes stronger, so does your athletic ability improve, like your endurance improves. So that means you can go for longer. You know what I'm saying? This is where I wish I could do the one eyebrow thing like The Rock or Jack Black, but you know. But really, you can exercise for longer. So along those two is that you basically increase your energy output levels, because your body's becoming more efficient at moving. Your heart's becoming more efficient at pumping blood, and your muscles are becoming more efficient at receiving that blood. Zone 2 cardio also aids in your recovery, both in your long-term recovery, like in between workouts recovery. I specifically like Zone 2 cardio because of this reason, because it improves my recovery in between workouts, right? The blood is flowing throughout your entire body, delivering fresh nutrients to your muscles, and it's recycling whatever was there. So your lactic acid is being pulled away from your muscle. But Zone 2 cardio also aids in your recovery, like in between your sets. And this kind of goes along with your heart being stronger. So if your heart is stronger, that means that it's going to recover faster when it's pumping really hard. So let's say you're doing a giant set, for example. You have 3 exercises that you're supersetting, and then you have 60 seconds or 90 seconds in between. So you're going to recover better in that interval because your heart is just stronger. So it doesn't have to pump as hard to recover the same amount, which means you're going to have more energy to go in the next round, which overall makes you stronger. And the last benefit is a little bit vain, but who doesn't like to look good?
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
During this type of training, you end up burning mostly fat. Because of the heart rate that you are at, your body just pulls from the fat reserves. So in doing this, you end up burning more fat. Your body becomes more used to burning fat for energy. And so, you know, it's a small percentile, but everything helps. All right, so how do you do a Zone 2 cardio session? Well, your goal is to do some sort of cardio in such a way that your heart rate does not go above 80% of your max. So obviously, you have to go find your max to do this method, and you also have to have a heart rate monitor. And if you do, just make sure that you stay between 70 and 80% of your max heart rate. But if you don't have a heart rate monitor or don't want to find out where your max heart rate is, what you can do is what I do: breathe in and out through your nose while you're doing your cardio exercise. So the cardio exercise doesn't matter. Running can be hard because of hills and how hot it gets outside and whatever other variables happen. But what I like to do is to do the assault bike. You can do any kind of cardio you want. A lot of people like to do cycling. That's a great one too, because you can pretty much control how hard you're going and how fast you're going. I like the assault bike because it gets my arms involved as well, which helps in the full body recovery, which is mainly what I use Zone 2 cardio for. So how long do you do this for? The recommended minimum time is 45 minutes, which you can see that's why I said it can get kind of boring. But what I do is to get either an audiobook or a podcast that I'm really interested in. Some people watch shows. Just find something to distract yourself for those 45 minutes. And make sure that you don't go too hard. It is gonna be difficult. So has anybody out there tried this before? And if so, what kind of exercise did you do? Let me know in the comments. So that's it for today. So until next time, act like a man.
Let's get scratching.